Yo, what's up, guys?
Okay, it's
It has been quite a while since my last video in general, but not only that, I, of course, as tradition, am super late to talk about what anime I'm watching this season. I think part of the reason why is because I like to start watching the anime I say I'm gonna watch before, I actually make the video. That way I know, like, oh yeah, this for sure is going to be on my list. I say it's going to be on my list, but if I watch like 1 or 2 episodes and I actually don't like it, well, then that kind of screws up my whole plan for the video. Regardless though, it doesn't really matter. I am here to tell you what I'm going to watch, and this is probably going to be shorter than they normally are. Normally they're like between like 10 or 15 minutes. It's not going to be that long. Trust me, there's not that many things that I am keeping my eye on this season. Not that there isn't a lot of amazing shows to watch this season, but I have so much shows that I never finished from the previous season that I'm still planning to watch, so the list hasn't changed too much. Anything that dragged on from last season, I'll just put it at the end, but the 5 shows, here they are. Let's go. My Hero Academia season 4. You guys should have known that this was coming. I was doing reviews for this pretty consistently during the 3rd season. The 4th season started, and I've already missed 2 days. Sorry, not 2 days, 2 episodes, and I'll tell you why. This is something that has never happened to me before. I talked about it a little bit on Twitter, but there has never been a moment where I felt like I was disappointed in the anime because I have read the manga. For the longest time, I've been an anime watcher only. Barely ever did I even go try to see the source material. Well, it's been a whole year. I wanted to see what was going on with My Hero Academia. I wanted to see what Midoriya is doing, what Bakugo's doing, what are all the kids doing in class 1A. Well, I found out what was going on. I got caught up. And then I saw the recap. And then I saw the episode after that when he was talking to Night Eye, and I'm just like, I am not as hyped for this as I thought I was gonna be. And part of the reason, maybe even the sole reason, is because I already know what's gonna happen, and it sucks feeling this way, but this is the first time I ever felt this way. So I kind of felt like, oh, even though I saw the episode, I'm not really that motivated to review it because, like, I don't know, I'm just not. But I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not going to let any more weeks pass me by where an episode comes out and I'm not going to review it. You're going to get episode, I believe, 67 and 68 from me pretty soon. And then when 70 comes out, I'll review that as well. But you guys already know how I feel about My Hero Academia. I love this series. I love the anime. I love the manga. I love the movie. The game, however, and we're going to talk about that soon, in another video. I've been playing the game. It's okay. But that's all for My Hero Academia right now. The second show that I'm watching also should be a no-brainer. Sword Art Online Alicization War of the Underworld. Now, this was another show that I was covering on my channel. I was doing reviews for it every single episode until the last episode of the 3rd season. The reason why I never covered the last, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of the 3rd season is because I was incredibly disappointed with where they ended the show. I knew that it was going to continue. I knew it was going to come out in the fall, and now we're getting the 4th season, the continuation to the Alicization sort of arc that they're in right now, when they're doing all the bottom up, top down, AI sort of a thing. I didn't feel compelled to review because I don't like where the story is right now. I am still willing to watch the show, and when big things happen, I'll probably cover that episode specifically. But even though I'm watching the show and I'm keeping my eye on the show, I'm not going to be doing any more like weekly reviews for Sword Art Online. And it sucks to say that because I really do like the story, but yeah, that's just where I am right now with that show. That's going to be put on hold, but I will still be watching it. I just caught up to it recently, actually. I think it's on like episode 6, maybe even 7. 3rd show, 7 Deadly Sins, Wrath of the Gods. Oh my god, 7 Deadly Sins is one of those shows that I've been watching and I've been waiting for to come out with new stuff because I've been watching it on Netflix. I do believe it's a Netflix original, which means it's all going to come out on Netflix, probably dubbed all at the same time, so we can binge it. because that's what people like to do now. They just like to binge everything. They don't like to watch everything weekly. That's kind of the whole entire point of Netflix in the first place. But Seven Deadly Sins is an amazing show, and if I had enough time, I would review that as well. Maybe I'll just give my overall thoughts sometime in the future, but I'm definitely keeping my eye out. Things are getting pretty heavy right now. Like, I have no idea what's inside Meliodas' head after what happened to him, after he died, like legitimately died, and now he's like struggling with the emotions that we all know he has, but it's like he can't show them, because every single time he dies, he loses a little piece of himself. It's crazy. People who read the manga obviously know what's gonna happen, you know. Please don't spoil it for me. But Seven Deadly Sins is one of those shows. It's a shonen too, so it's like I eat that up, man. I eat that up. Love this type of shows. Fourth, Bobuken Season 2. I know when Bobuken, or I guess the English translation would be like, I actually don't know. So I'm sorry. I thought I did know. I didn't know what the translation was. But anyway, I came out with a video talking specifically about a certain episode for the first season, and this show just came out of nowhere, man. It just totally, you know, captivated me, and I fell in love with the characters, with Nariyuki, with the 4 girls. It's just, there's something about this show that whenever I see it, it's just like, I can't wait to see what happens next. I guess I'm a sucker for like romantic comedies. I really don't know, but I just really enjoy this normal dude who works hard to do well in school, teaching these girls how to do well in the subjects that they suck at. Like, he's not a genius. He's not, you know, someone who excels in any single category, like math, science, English, whatever. But these girls do. And it's like, it's just fun to see them, you know, hang out and talk and chill and just, you know, stuff like Clanad, stuff like Air. Like, that's the type of stuff that, you know, gets me. I've never been really emotionally scarred yet from Bobuken, but I hope that I'm not. Season 2 is out. I'm gonna make a video on not on season 2, but certain aspects of season 2 that I noticed that I really do enjoy. So that's coming soon in the future. Don't ask me when, but it's coming. But anyway, Food Wars is another one. I really enjoyed the previous seasons of Food Wars, and not because of the plot. A lot of people will say, oh, it's because of the plot. You like the way the characters are drawn or whatever, but it's just like, I've never watched a show where they made me so interested in food before. And like, it's called Food Wars, so you figure that's, you know, they're doing their job right, I guess, if they're making you into, like, I'm learning more about food than I ever learned before, especially Japanese cuisine. It's like, you know, we watch anime, you know, we hear them speak Japanese, but it's like, we don't really know too much about their culture outside of anime. I guess for the average, you know, casual anime viewer, and learning a lot now about what they use to cook, what do they call things that are flavorful, and, you know, stuff like that. It's a really interesting show, and obviously the animation and the character art styles are really good. People have their problems with where the manga is at right now, actually, for Food Wars, but as far as the anime is concerned, I'm having fun. I'm liking it. And the last one, sadly, it's on my list, but it's the reason why it's number 6, you know, and not number 5. I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to be able to watch this, because right now it's not on Crunchyroll, it's not on Hulu, it's not on Netflix. So where the heck do I watch Psychopaths Season 3? I love Psychopaths Season 1 and 2. It's Makishima and the other main character are just really well done, really well written characters, and I want to see where the story goes from now on. Didn't see the movie. I know there's a movie that came out. Didn't see the movie, but Psychopaths Season 3. If you like the type of story that Psychopaths presents, which is basically just a society that tells you how to live, you're not in charge of how you live. You live the way that you want, and the society says if it's okay or not. If your crime coefficient is up there, which is basically people predicting if you're gonna be like a bad person or not, you're gonna be a serial killer or something. Like, it's a lot to explain. But if you know anything about Psychopaths, it's a great show. And I'm just wondering where the heck I can watch it. If you guys know, let me know. And that's it for my list. I'll put the shows that I have yet to finish here up on the screen at the end, but there's no need for me to name every single one of them or give any honorable mentions or anything like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get back to working on some videos that should have been out a long time ago, but because reasons, they haven't been. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.